Hello there folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Ungainly Titan here. And a new day has dawned, a new era has appeared. Fibre has arrived at my door. I am now in the 21st century. So today's Tuesday 21st. And the technician arrived at my door this morning at 10 AM and he was finished by about 1:30 and he installed Fibre broadband. And now I had a video of my previous a measurement of a speed test that I ran when I ordered it just to get the old numbers, but something wrong with the video, but I was getting a 38 millisecond ping, 3.8 down, 0.26 megabits per second upload. That was kind of typical of my network from any device on a good day. You might get a download as high as 4.5. You might get an upload as good as 0.3. But you'd often get the download down to about 2.2, 2.3, and the upload would be unmeasurable. Now, this is the same speed test service running in my desktop PC with a large file transfer going in the background. So we have a 15 millisecond ping, which is faster. Downloads 34.52 and the upload is somewhere around the same. I went for 150 megabit per second download cable or Fibre package. Decided not to go for one of the faster ones. This is taken from the laptop beside the Xbox on the same connection as the Xbox, the 96 megabits per second download, 29. And finally, the last one is the Wi-Fi connection to a tablet, a Surface Go. Without the file transfer running in the background, I think the tablet download was like 140 megabits per second. So it is pretty clear that the limitations of my network right now are no longer the fibre connection; they are actually the internal networking capabilities of my internal network link-ups. So I'm using Power Edge adapters, TP-Link I think. Essentially they're devices, you plug them into the wall, into the electrical socket on the wall. A proper socket, not an extension lead or anything like that. So you plug them into the socket, the outlet on the wall. You plug another one into another outlet and it mucks around with the frequency of the AC to set up a carrier wave and to transmit data using modulation of the AC, the alternate current frequency. As far as I know, that's how they work. And the limitations are kind of the quality of your wiring and the quality of the connections between the wiring and the cables, so that if I have wiring that's joined, if there's any corrosion in the joining, or if a screw is loose in the joining or whatever, so the electrical contact isn't as good, it'd be okay for the purposes of drawing power, but it would cause a noise in the signal and therefore limit the data transfer rate through that section of cable. So the PC is on the end of a longer run of cable that would probably have more joinings and more connections, hence the lower data transfer rate. Whereas the Xbox and the laptop are actually on a socket that's probably just connected directly back to the main circuit breaker board, and therefore less likely to have any problems and complications, which is why they're getting a faster connection closer to the actual Wi-Fi connection, but with a better ping time. The Wi-Fi I would expect to be variable around the house. I mean, I'm in the sitting room, I'm right next to the to the router, so I would be getting a pretty good signal there. I'd get a better signal in the hallway, and different parts of the house would probably vary. However, the limiting factor is going to be the actual internal house stuff and the connections between elements in the house, not the connection to the network, and even the worst connection, which is from the desktop, is what, 14 times better download and something in the region of 300 times better upload. So yes, this is an improvement, massive improvement, but it just goes to show that you're well off investigating these things if you are installing or upgrading your broadband, that the limitations of your internal house network isn't actually going to be the limiting factor. So that if you're said, right, I need faster download, well, yeah, maybe you do, but maybe it's your Wi-Fi, or, your house can affect your Wi-Fi, the structure of the house, what kind of materials the walls are, how thick the walls. I mean, in my case, it's massive thick walls from a really old house. So anyway, my original plan was to get this video done early today. I started the thing just after lunchtime, but I've been actually interrupted quite a lot, unexpected interruptions. So now it's not going to be going up early in the day, but I want to, while I'm running the upload, to actually play a game. Just for the hell of it. I've never actually had the capacity to do something like that, and I want to see what the network performance is like when I'm running a pretty heavy upload on it. I have no idea how long it will take. It shouldn't be that long. This should be quite quick actually to upload this. But I want to, while it's uploading, actually put some pressure on the network, maybe run a few measurements, see what the performance is like. And I'm also curious to know what the performance of World of Tanks, World of Warships Legends, even other World of Warships, maybe regular on the PC, might try it, World of Warplanes. Try a few games like that actually on the PC as well over the next coming days, just to see if there's any noticeable difference between how they performed when I was playing them. Now I should expect a more consistent performance. Before that, the performance of the games on the network could actually be quite variable. Even over the course of a session of play, sometimes you would notice slowdowns or lag, or you'd get moments where in the course of the game where things would be quite laggy, and you'd actually see it in the bars. You'd see the bars drop, and I would hope that there'd be less of that. But I'd also hope that there'd be less less trailing shots, like where you see the rounds go out the side of the barrel because the connection is between the server, should we say, where the server reticle is pointing and where the actual gun is pointing on my screen, it wouldn't match up at all. I'm hoping there'll be less of that too, but I don't know. That remains to be seen. I'm gonna have to try it out. Gonna have to play it up, give it a week or two, see how I find things. It would be very interesting if it had an actual effect on my gameplay. I don't know if it will. It probably won't. But at the same time, it would be interesting if there was an actual measurable effect. The World of Tanks is the only one where I would be able to notice something like that, but I'd have to play the same tanks consistently. But I've been playing tanks now for the last couple of days, so I could compare the same tanks again in future games. All interesting, fun times. I'm definitely going to have a bit of fun playing around with this. Anyway, that's enough rambling on. We'll get to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.